friends, Christy here over at Crafty Christy's Creations, and today I'm going to show you how to make your own wine bottle tags inside a Silhouette Studio. You can see these are super easy and they're really festive, and I love how you can just make a few, leave them around, and then when you're ready to run to a friend's house for a dinner party or birthday, you can easily throw a tag on there and now it's a lot more presentable. So let's jump on into Silhouette Studio and get started. Here we are in Silhouette Studio, and here are two examples right here. I'm going to go ahead and grab my rectangle tool, and I'm just going to draw out a rectangle. And I want this one to be, we're actually going to make it a little bit bigger, so we're going to do 3 inches wide and 7.5 inches tall. So that'll be closer to this size. And then I want to come in with my ellipse tool, and I'm going to draw a circle. And to get a perfect circle, I'm going to hold down Shift and Alt or Option on a Mac, and that's going to pull from the center and give me a perfect circle. And I want this to be about 1.5. So let's go ahead and lock this one, and we'll say 1.5. And we can fill this one in with a different color. And then we can take both of these and we're going to align them center. And then I want to bring this down. You want to make sure you have enough room at the top for to make sure it's not going to rip the paper. And let's align those again. Okay. And then you see we've got this blue line here. That's our score line. So that way when it sits, that line will fold, and then that will go over the wine bottle, and then this will the bottom half will hang from the wine glass. So let's go ahead and grab our line tool. And I'm just going to make a straight line across. I'm going to hold down the Shift key to go straight across. And then we can just make sure that that is the correct size by making it. And then I'm going to grab everything, and then let's again align that center. Okay. So like I said, this is our score line here. Looks like it needs to move over just a little bit. There we go. I don't think it quite centered before. And then this part down here is where we're going to put our little greeting and decorate. This is the part that's going to hang on the front of the wine glass. So I did give thanks here. This one says thankful for you. Let's just kind of make a new design, kind of a mixture of both. But first what we're going to do, I'm going to grab the rectangle and the circle. And then I'm going to come over to my modify panel, and I'm going to make them a compound path. So that cut that circle out. So now we have our full tag here. Okay, I'm going to ungroup my design here. So Shift Control G will ungroup. And then I'm gonna grab this one. I'm gonna hold down Alt or Option on a Mac and click and drag. And this is all Delaney font, the font Trio. It's the Delaney, and then this one here is the Delaney Sans. Just FYI. And then I'm gonna fill this in white so that we can see what we're doing here. And then, so I'm going to keep this on the bottom half. I like these leaves on this one. Let's ungroup. And then Alt or Option again. And I'm going to pull this leaf in. And then same with this one. I can pull this one in. I don't think that one quite works. Let's grab this acorn. Again, Alt or Option. We can pull that one in. And I'm just going to center this one up. And put that there. And then if I want to give this, so this one's a pattern fill, and I'll show you how to do that. So over here on our fill panel, and you come over to the one that's with all the dots, it says fill pattern. And then you've got all of the patterns here that Silhouette loads in. And then if you keep scrolling, then it'll show you any of the patterns that you have loaded. And I have done a tutorial in the past on how to do that. I will link to that so you, in case you want to know how to add your own patterns. But I'm going to try this one this time. So I'm just going to click. If you click on the shape and then click on the pattern, it will go ahead and fill it. And then what I can do is right here for the transparency, I can turn down the transparency so it's not so bright. And then under advanced options, I can scale the design, make the pattern kind of more zoomed in or more zoomed out. And I think I like it a bit more zoomed out because I want to be able to see all those different colors. And then you can also here, you can mirror the design if you want it a different way. It'll look a little bit different using these little pieces. So that looks kind of interesting. I think I like that. Now our designs here, you can't see very well. And then same with our little score line here. So I can go ahead and give that, let's make it a darker blue so it'll show up a little bit better. And then I'm going to give it a point value just so that we can see it better. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, now you can see that line better. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn all of this black because I want to be able to see it and I want it to stand out. So I'm just filling these in with black. And then if you wanted, you could take down the transparency on those as well. So then with that clicked right here on our fill panel, I've got that same transparency. I can take that transparency down if I want to make it a bit more of a shadow, but I'm going to leave this one. Just going to cut these down just a little bit to make them not quite so much. And then this, I am going to go ahead and give it a bigger point value. So I'm adding a point value to the line color. So that way you can better see it. And then looks like I need to make sure that my fill and my line color are the same color. And then now you can see that that is pretty thick. Let's go ahead and take that line point down to 2. And now you can see a little better. And then you could go ahead and print this out. I'm going to change the outline color of my box back to red. And then this is going to be my score line, so it is blue. So if you wanted to make a bunch of these, you could go ahead and fill the page with this. Just group it together, Control G. And then we could come over here to our replicate panel and you can do fill page. And you should, since it's going to be printer, let's change our media size to letter. And then you can see there, now you're only going to get 2 on there. There are ways, if you came in here and let's show our cut border and show our print border since we're going to be printing. And you are going to want to turn on your registration marks since you're going to be cutting this as well. So let's turn those on. And again, I like to drop my insets. And then my bottom one, I always have to bring up to keep it within my print border. And then when you do that, you could sit here and play with these and see if you can perhaps get one more in here. You can also try, if I take one of these and we rotate by 90 degrees. Helps if you have it selected. Let's rotate by 90 degrees. And then you could see, no, it's not even going to fit one down there. So Control Z to undo. So you're just going to get 2 to a page with the size that they are. But that is how you can make some lovely print and cut wine tags. So then when you go print this out, and then when you go to your send panel, and you're going to cut by line color. And then it's going to come up with all the different colors. So I'm just going to turn off, I don't want the green, I don't want the black, I don't want this one. I believe that is the blue from those other ones. And see, now you can see right now you've got just the red that outlines, and then you've got the blue. So then when you do that, I'm just going to go ahead and turn off the rest of these so that way I can pick the right ones. And then that'll make sure I'm assigning the correct action. And looks like I picked the wrong red, so it was this red. And then with the red, I want that to cut. And then I'm going to add a pause. So that way I have time to change my ratchet blade. And then with the blue, I want to change my blue from a cut to a score. And down here, because it's got the material, so let me change the material. We're going to be doing this on plain cardstock. I usually do on the 80 pound. Now I can change this to a score. So then when I send it to the machine, it will go ahead and just cut that red line, and then it will score the blue line, and then you're ready to go. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, click like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future Crafty Christy's Creations how-to videos. Until next time, with love, Crafty Christy.